Hey guys, Mario here from MTG Diagnosis, Doctor by Day, Magic the Gathering by Night. And I'm going to open up another collector booster box of Aetherdrift. This is the new set from Magic the Gathering. It's a standard set, meaning it's playable in standard format, including Modern and Pioneer and almost every other format as well. So standard format rotates usually once a year or once every other year. They change the schedule. I'm going to open this with my hands since I lost my X-Acto knife. Alright. These collector boosters now come with a box topper. The box topper has, I think, two first place cards. They are like gold color, not that common. They're pretty rare. They're not in any of these cards. 12 packs. We're looking for Radiant Lotus, as well as yeah, so I'm just going to move these off camera here, and I'll try not making too much noise because these packs do make a lot of noise when you open them. So please turn down your volume so you don't blow out your eardrums. Alright, here's the Thopter token, Goblin token. This first pack, so the rares are at the front now. Demonic Junker, Sita Varma, Master Racer, legendary creature, House Squad Heavy. This kind of reminds me of Twisted Metal, that game from PlayStation in the 90s. 2 in a red for 2/3. Goblin Mercenary. It's actually a creature. Start your engine. Other goblins you control have haste. And at the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. That token attacks this combat if able, and max speed, add a red for each goblin you control. Really good for goblin decks. Hashaton Scarab Fist. A very good commander card. A lot of people are looking to make this into a commander deck. Bleachbone Verge. Bleachbone Verge is a land, comes into play untapped. It makes a black, but if you have a plains or swamp you control, you may add a white. These are common. Uncommons here. Full Art Swamp. Some more uncommons. More uncommons. And then our commons here. Nice set. I like it's a lot of vehicles. Vehicles needed a lot of support in Magic. Kind of in a type of card that you don't really have to play. They're not like game breaking. I mean, some of them are. Very few. A handful are game breaking. All right, our first card is Full Throttle. This is a rare 4/2 red. After this main phase, there are 2 additional combat phases. So 3 combat phases. At the beginning of each combat this turn, untap all creatures that attacked this turn. So pretty much your creatures since they're attacking. River Churn Monument. This is 1 in a blue to artifact any number of target players, each mill 2 cards. Exhaust, which in exhaust ability you can use once. 2 blue, any number of target players, each mill cards equal to the number of cards in their graveyard. So they have a lot of cards in their graveyard. This is our first mythic, Salvation Engine, 4 and a white for 6/10. Cruise 6. Other artifact creatures you control get +2/+2. It's a vehicle. Whenever this vehicle attacks, return up to 1 target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Great for artifact decks. Yeah, so there's a lot of, it's only 5, for 6/10, it's got a lot to crew. It does have a static ability of giving your artifact creatures +2/+2, which is pretty powerful. I like it, I really do. I like that card. Prophet of the Scarab is our commander card, so every one of these collector boosters is going to have a commander card, commander only card. This is 4 and a blue for a 3/4 vigilance. When this creature enters, draw cards equal to the number of zombies you control, or the number of zombie cards in your graveyard, whichever is greater. So, card draw is very important. River Churn Monument, another one. I don't like that artifact. It seems like these collector booster packs have a lot of them. These are uncommon marshals, Path Cruiser, another vehicle. Exhaust Wooburg. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on it, and so you can only do that ability once. And when this vehicle enters, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. It's 3 to cast. Will you ever crew it? I don't know. Old Drifter, common, mountain. Got ourselves a full art mountain foil. Uncommons and our commons. All right, next pack here. Moving right along. These packs are from Vanguard Tabletop Gaming. That's in Hyannis, Massachusetts. I'll put the link in the description for their websites, for their hours. Sean, he's the owner. Great guy. If you can, support him if you're in the Massachusetts area. Quag Feast, not that great of a card. I don't like it. Moraganda Raceway. I like this land, actually. Start your engines, which is an ability now. It's a new mechanic where you go up numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 if you attack and hit an opponent during your turn. If you get max speed, which is 4, you get that ability instead of the original ability. So, or both abilities, but whatever. I like that. Boom Mobile. My first time seeing this. 2 red for a vehicle, 5/5. When this vehicle enters, add 4 mana of any one color. Spend this mana only to activate abilities, so you can use this ability right when you exhaust, which if you use all 4 mana, it would just be 1x. This vehicle deals X damage to any target. Put a +1/+1 counter on this vehicle. So you would like to have more than just 4 mana up. That Territorial Aetherkite. This is our commander card, flying haste. It's got energy. Sitva Varma again, and then this is our uncommon Detention Chariot. When this vehicle enters, exile target artifact or creature your opponent controls until this vehicle leaves the battlefield. Captivate the competition. And you can cycle for white. So, and these are common, and then our uncommons here. And our commons here. Okay. Radiant Lotus is a good card. I like Aether Spark. That's another one looking for. It's a Aether Spark is a chase card in this set. Boom Mobile again. Bleachbone Verge. It's a dual land. It's a new type of land, the verges, and those are opponent. Yeah, so those are new kind of lands. Lumbering World Wagon. So this is a 2 and a green for a vehicle. Its power is equal to the number of lands you control. Whenever this vehicle enters or attacks, you may search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield tap. Then shuffle, crew 4. So it does have a lot of crew, but it does ramp for you. You get to ramp at least once, and then so it's really good in landfall decks. So you know, you might want to use that. Nissa World Soul Speaker. 4 for a 3/3 landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, get 2 energy. You may pay 8 energy rather than pay the mana cost of permanent spells you cast. So it's a great way to get around casting costs. Guardian Sunmare. This is my first time seeing the original art rather than the borderless art. And it's a horse mount, 5 for a 5/5 ward 2, and a saddle 4. It's a common. Hole Drifter is a common. Cloud Spire Sky Cycle is a uncommon. Full art. Oh, Defend the Rider. This is actually probably one of my favorite uncommons from this set. It's 1 green, and a permanent you control gains hexproof and indestructible. Or you can create a pilot creature token, colorless pilot creature token that can saddle and mount. So that's definitely one of my favorite uncommons from this set. This is actually a pretty good uncommon too. 5 for a 4/4. When this creature enters, return target creature or vehicle an opponent controls to its owner's hand. If that opponent's speed is greater than each other player's speed, reduce that opponent's speed by 1. This effect can't reduce the speed below 1. And Momentum Breaker. Start your engines. That's the new mechanic I was telling you about. Loxodon Surveyor. Another start your engines with max speed. Exile this card from your graveyard to draw a card. So that's a good common. I mean, 3 for a 3/3. Start your engines, and then later in the game when it's in your graveyard, it'll help you draw cards. The other card we're looking for is Chandra. She's a, yeah, here she is. She's a planeswalker. And then, oh, this is a good card. Mu Yanling Wind Rider. She's a 2 blue for a 2/4 legendary creature. When this creature enters, create a 3/2 colorless vehicle artifact creature with crew 1. Vehicles you control have flying. Whenever one or more creatures you control with flying deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. So if they don't take care of her right away, she can get out of control very quickly. Oil Deep Gear Hulk. 4 for a 4/4 lifelink ward 1. So lifelink is a pretty good ability. But more importantly, you look at your target player's hand and you can discard a card from it, any card. I mean, most discard cards, you know, they have a drawback, but if you do, that player discards that. If you do, that player discards that card, then draws a card. So you can even do this to yourself to draw a card. Self-mill, we call that. Zahora Glory's Past. This is a legendary creature, Zombie Cat Warrior, 3/2. Start your engine, sacrifice another creature, surveil 1, activate only once each turn, max speed. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, create a tap 2/2 black zombie creature token. On Wings of Gold is our commander card. It's an enchantment, and zombies and or tokens. Creatures you control that are zombies and or tokens get +1/+1.5 flying. So it doesn't have to be a zombie token. It doesn't have to be a zombie token. It could be any token creature. And whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, create a 1/1 white zombie creature token. So it's only 4. That's pretty good, actually. I like that. Samut, the Driving Force. She's a human warrior cleric. 6 for 4/5. First strike, vigilance, and haste. Start your engines of the creatures you control get +X/+0, where X is your speed. Non-creature spells you cast cost X less, where X is your speed. Yeah, I like start your engines. There's a uncommon Earth Rumbler. Let me fix this. Seems like I'm having a hard time with this. Oh man, Forest. I think, is that better? Really can't see what I'm doing. Uncommon, and commons. Alright, let's keep moving right along. Alright, let's see here. Why don't we do this? Let's get the uncommons over here. There's a land. So we got this full art land. There you go, full art land. There's our uncommon Apocalypse Runner. 2 black-red for a 6/5. Tap target creature you control with, it's a vehicle. Tap target creature you control with power 2 or less, gain lifelink until end of turn and can't be blocked this turn. And it's got crew 3. I mean, you could crew it. If you can't crew it, the good thing about these vehicles is that if you can't crew it, you can at least give your other creatures something like lifelink. So, you know, some abilities. Fuel the Flames. It's 2 and a red. Deals 2 damage to each creature. Cycling 2. This is black-red cycling. Or, I'm sorry, blue-red cycling. It's an instant. Unswerving Sloth is an uncommon. There are commons here. Alright. And our token here is Dinosaur Dragon Treasure. Alright. Our first rare is a Guardian Sunmare. 3 white for a 5/5 ward 2 when it attacks while saddled. Saddle 4. Search your library for a non-land permanent card with mana value 3 or less. Put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Good thing is that you can actually get artifacts too, not just creatures. Afterburner Expert. 2 and a green for a 4/2 exhaust. Put 2 1/1 counters on this creature. Whenever you activate an exhaust ability, return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield. I mean, geez. He's 4/2 coming out of the graveyard. That's actually, don't sleep on this guy. He's going to be good for limited. Repurposing Bay. 2 and a blue for tap. 2 tap. It's an artifact. 2 tap. 2 colorless tap. Sacrifice another artifact. Search your library for an artifact card with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrifice artifact mana's value. Put that card onto the battlefield and shuffle. Activate only as a sorcery. So every turn you get a stronger and stronger artifact. Pia Nalar, Chief Mechanic. She's our commander card. She's nice foil there. Naya, green, blue, red. 2/4. Whenever one or more artifact creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, you get 2 energy. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay 1 or more energy. If you do, create an XX colorless vehicle artifact token named Nalar Aetherdrift with flying and crew 2, where X is the amount of energy spent this way. Cool. That's a commander card, so that would be a commander energy. It would be a vehicle commander. Skyseer's Chariot. 1 and a white for a 3/3 flying. As this vehicle enters, choose a non-land card name. Activate ability sources of the chosen name. Costs 2 more to activate crew 2. So that's good if you know what your opponent's playing. Rangers, Refueler, and Haunted Hellrider. So these are kind of like the borderless alternate art stuff. Alright, I think we're halfway through. Oh, we got a Japanese card. Japanese card. I have no idea what it says. Shinja? Sheena is the artist. Mythic 405. It's a Mimoplasm or something. I don't know. It does something. Somebody can say in the comments below. Hatchick Emerald Radiant 3/3. When it enters, create a 1/1 insect creature token. It's an insect druid. 6 to cast for a 3/3. But the thing is, you make 1/1 insect creature tokens for each artifact and or creature card in your graveyard, and then when another insect you control dies, put a 1/1 counter on it, and each opponent loses 1 life. So get a bunch of insects and have your opponent do a board wipe, and all your opponents lose a bunch of life. Venwext, Verbose Host. 1 and a blue for 04. Start your engines. You have no maximum hand size, which is a very blue thing. Max speed, if you would draw a card, draw 2 cards instead. Also a very blue thing. Etheric Amplifier is our commander card. 3 for an artifact that can, it's a mana rock, and then 4 and tap, choose 1, activate only as a sorcery, double the number of each kind of counter on target permanent, double the number of each kind of counter you have. So it's kind of good for energy. Willow Rush Verge. So this is another dual land. The Verge lands. It's a new type of lands that checks to see what kind of land you have in play. Common, uncommon, full arts, uncommon, and then These are our commons. I'm trying to make these videos a little bit shorter, but problem is opening these packs can be quite a bother. So let's see, where's that land? There we go. So put it like this. There's a full art land. Our uncommons. Uncommons here. Uncommons here. Our commons. 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 Common. Here's our token. All right, let's see what our first card is. It's a rare. Ron Spears. Ovia Automech Artisan. She is a 4 for a 1/2. So when it's that much to cast for that small of a power and toughness, it's got to be a strong card. Each creature that's attacking one of your opponents has trample. So that means if you're playing commander, you can have other opponents attack your opponents and they get trample. Green, tap. You may put a creature or vehicle card from your hand onto the battlefield. If you put an artifact onto the battlefield this way, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Wow. So it's a creature or a vehicle. So if you put an artifact creature, you get 2/1/1 counters on it. If it's a vehicle, it gets 2/1/1 counters on it. Nice. Sunbillow Verge. Here's the other dual land there. Another rare here. Thopter Fabricator. 2 in blue for a 4/4 flying. Crew 2. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a Thopter. Here's our rare commander card, which is a Zombie Bird Wizard. Bird, there you go. Flying 2/1. Each creature card in your hand has cycling 1 and a blue. And then Debris Beetle. Oh, this is a rare? Okay. 4 for a 6/6 trample. When this vehicle enters, each opponent loses 3 life and you gain 3 life. And it's got crew 2. Maybe you can have some way to do recursion with it. Yeah. So there's 3, I think there's 3 chase cards. The Aether Spark, the Radiant Lotus, and the Chandra. We have not gotten any of them so far. There's a Forest. There's an End Rider Spear. Spiker Spear. Here's a Risen Necrogent. Rocky Road. Here's our commons. Common. Here's our token and our first. It's a rare. It's a Lifecraft Engine. 3 for a 4/4. As this vehicle enters, choose a creature type. Vehicle creatures you control are the chosen creature type in addition to their other types. Each creature you control, the chosen creature type other than this vehicle, gets +1/+1. It's got crew 3. Not bad, actually. Here's another rare. Samut, the Driving Force again. Another rare. Basri, Tomorrow's Champion. Another rare. Accursed Dunyard, this is our commander card. And then Bloodghast is another rare. And then Earth Rumbler and Burner Rocket. All right, we got 3 packs left. 3 packs and our box topper. So let's see here. All right, it's not looking good. Not looking good. Not looking good. All right, so we got a Plains, Point the Way, Stock Up, Reap Roads, Fairy, Common, and then our Pilot, another rare. So Jesus, I'm not getting any mythics. Far Fortune, End Boss. All right, Far Fortune, what are you? 4/4/4/5, black red. Start your engines. Whenever you attack, Far Fortune deals 1 damage to each opponent. Max speed. If a source you control will deal damage to an opponent or a permanent opponent controls, it deals that much damage +1 instead. So it's a very good legendary creature. So good at pinging your opponents. Perilous Snare. This is it's a Exiles a target non-land permanent, and it's an artifact. Start your engines at max speed. Tap it to put a +1/+1 count on target creature or vehicle you control. Activate only as a sorcery. That's a good thing. I mean, you like basically exile a creature for 3, and then you can actually use it for something after a while. Fearless Swashbuckler, 3/3 for 3 haste. Vehicles you control have haste. Whenever you attack of a pirate and a vehicle attack, you get to draw 3 cards and discard 2 cards. Aetherflux Conduit is our commander card. Whenever you cast a spell, you get an amount of energy equal to the amount of mana spent to cast that spell. Tap, pay 50 energy, draw 7 cards. You may cast any number of spells from your hand without paying their mana cost. Damn, that's a good energy sink. Energy, not mana sink, but an energy payout. Zather, Glory's Past again. And then our uncommon and our, 2 uncommon vehicles. All right, last 2 packs. All right, Full Art Mountain. Earth Rumbler is our uncommon. Locust Ray, common. All right, is our token, and we got a mythic. Ketramos, the New Dawn. This is one of the new gods. 1 white black for 4/4 menace lifelink, indestructible, can't attack or block unless there are 7 or more cards in exile. Whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile from graveyards and or the battlefield during your turn, you draw a card and lose 1 life. All right, and then we got Duretti, Rocketeer Engineer, Voyager Glide Car, Pima Trailblazer. This is our commander card. 2 and a green for a 3/3 trample. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you get that many energy. Exhaust, pay 6 energy. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on the creature. Then draw cards equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. So you're gaining it. Pay 6 energy to get at least 5 card draw. That's pretty good for card draw. Quag Feast, Apocalypse Runner, and Midnight Mangler. All right, last pack, and then we got our box topper. Okay, got our Forest, Molt Tender, Canyon Vaulter. Wretched Doll, Magmakin Arterialist, Light Shield Parry. It's a common. All right, let's see. Got a rare. We got Redshift Rocketeer Chief. Red and a green for a 2/3 vigilance. Tap at X mana and then any 1 color where X is its power. Spend this mana only to activate abilities. Exhaust 10 red green. I don't think I've ever seen 10 red green. Put any number of permanent cards from your hand onto the battlefield. What? Wow. Wow. It's actually, you can tap it to add all that mana and then use the 12 mana to do this. And we got Regal Imperiosaur, Bulwark Ox, Priest of the Crossing is our commander card. March of the World Ooze. Actually, I like this enchantment. March of the World Ooze, 3 green. Creatures you control have base power and toughness 6/6 and are oozes in addition to other types. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, if it's not their turn, you create a 3/3 green elephant creature token. So 6 enchantment to turn all of your creatures into 6/6s. That's really nice. All right, and then the box topper. Let's see if it's any good. Oh, here we go. We got this little tag here. So these first place cards. This is a weird looking mountain. This is the mountain. It's like a little thing on the side of a cliff, and then Wastewood Verge. So it's red, green, and a black. So yeah, these are pretty cool cards. Pretty cool box toppers. Let's see here. So we got one. How many mythics do we get? 2. 3. 4, 5. Commander card. 6. All right, 6 mythics in that box. Bunch of rares. I think actually we did get a mythic commander card too. This is technically a mythic. And so is this Hashton and Pia. So, yep, this is going to be a good commander. Black, blue. I'm sorry. Yeah, black, white, and blue. It's Esper. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out Vanguard Tabletop Gaming. It's I'll put their website link in the description below. Let me know if any of these cards that I talked about today you're looking forward to playing. If there's anything I missed or anything you think I'm underappreciating, or cards that you think are going to be better, or I'm not giving enough credit to, put a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about this set, these vehicles. If you're looking forward to playing them in Standard, Commander, Modern. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and talk to you guys next time.